Hello, 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 and good evening, and like good day or good late or something like that for you all over the world, somewhere else. But yeah, uh, and it's been like quite a hectic day to like prepare for things. But finally, like I got some good times to keep the ball rolling and get like an idea to actually I don't know, create like some small content that, well, hopefully can be useful for like all of us. Like because I know like what I said, like every promotion, if you can call it that, ever when it comes to like game arts, right? This is something that's here, like been doing this for a while now. Like of course, like right now I'm working for an education. So we educate future game artists and much more, but still, like after you've been working for the games industry for like what 17, 18 years, this is like something you just want to keep giving back to the community. And what's good about this that I can say things for myself, like so without no barriers at all. And I think that's good because sometimes it's really hard for us to get like not acknowledged but to get inputs and feedbacks and stuff like that as honest as possible. So I'm gonna be trying to do that, like at least in my content. I will try to be, well, as me as possible. So I'm really sorry in advance if when it comes to this review nights, it's not going to be like PG-13 thing. So usually I'm just going to be me. So sometimes I say good things, bad things. I'm just being human basically, but I assure you like that all of my opinions are mine, myself. So hopefully it can be useful, but also if it's like too harsh or whatever, like please forgive me because my goal right now is to actually push you guys like out there like into like more and more, at least from my point of view. Of course, don't listen like 100% from me, but at least from my own experience, this is what I know. So I'm gonna try my best. And thank you so much for giving me the time and opportunity. Sadly, for this session, I have to limit my review. Of course, this is like free review, but it's not about that. It's not about like free or not free, but it's about the content of it, right? Like I'm gonna try to be as solid as possible when it comes to this. So don't worry. And also, like the chat is open. So if you have like some message, just type it in. I mean, you might be in Twitch or you might be in YouTube right now. Please go ahead and utilize that. Use that for our communication. So don't be a stranger. I need to get. It's going to be much more better if I know you rather than just like guessing about who you are because well in the end art is always reflecting who made it. So and you are the artist in this case. It's really great if we can like relate everything. So I will have your reviews here on my left monitor and I will be reading chats in this monitor on my right. So yeah, and before I forgot and start all of this, so if you haven't subscribed to this one, please help out. Just bring the community closer together. I got a Discord channels also for you to join if you want. So maybe we can like talk more. Just providing like platform. And there we go, Charlie. Thank you so much. I mean, this is your stage. I'm just like here to I don't know see things up. You gotta be first, by the way. All right. YouTube or Twitch, subscribe or not, just follow along, like push those like bells or whatsoever. Like, nah, I'm not too savvy into that. Just just be informed whenever I will, stream. I usually stream like just my process, drawing stuff. But special for like every Saturday evening, I really want to do this. So hopefully we will have like more and more coming to get their portfolio reviewed, maybe. All right. Let's go. So on the next one, hello, Neris. On the next one, we have Charlie. And about Charlie, where's my cursor? Oh, damn. So there we go. So Charlie is currently an art intern at House of How, from what I know, right? I know the place. Like, I know most of the people there as well. Oh, so wink wink, House of How. I'm reviewing one of your interns right now. All right, so big shout out to House of How. And also Charlie, again, thank you for this one. So let's go. I'm gonna pop right into the other theme. Boop. There we go. So yeah, this is Charlie's art, right? It's amazing. That's it, enough said. So that's the whole review there. No. So apparently, like looking at the the result of his artwork, right? Drawings, just drawing. I think you're crazy about drawing here, right, Charlie? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is amazing, right? But again, we're going to try to talk about how to actually present something when it comes to spreading your artworks later and showing it to your audience. So this one, I'm gonna be thorough. Thankfully, this is not that much. So we have like 5 artworks that we probably can run through here. So I'm gonna start with I think from the most right. This one. Okay, so the title being The Lich King's Emporium. And the title being a weird little environment concept I did while undergoing a mentorship with Limit Break. I learned a lot about rendering and color choice through this project, and I would like to expand this idea in the future. All right, so let's go. Because I think this is like the most oldest one, like from all of your portfolio. I'm just like assuming like that, right? But let's see on your first image right here, right? The Lich King Emporium, a strange little island in the middle of the sea where you can trade meat or strange abandoned treasures. Okay. For strange abandoned treasure. So give me the treasure. And that's what's good, right? So we got a couple of like close-ups also here. Right? This is showing like all the features of the island. And this is good. And now I'm going to talk about how you can actually present this kind of like a details, right? Okay, looking at this, everything seems to be placed carefully, right? It's there, but it's also got some things that's not focusing, right? So let's say, let me check if my drawing pad work. So if I can like, draw on top of it, and I'm sorry about this, I might have to. So I have no touch there. This is my bland tablet. Hopefully I can draw something if it's like functioning at all, but we'll see. I'm not really sure, honestly. Okay, there we go. So on the first one, so we're gonna talk about the framing a little bit, yeah, because now you have like some loose like corners around here. I don't know why it's not working. Well, it's supposed to be working, and there we go. Maybe I need to use my mouse instead. So my bad. So this one, for example, like these corners, like it's a waste of space. Oh, definitely, definitely, and you're right about this because, like you said here on your titling and everything, like you might want to revisit this one again, right? So by revisiting this one, maybe you can make it into much more better and more, I don't know, more wow. So I think it's about the framing right now because everything is here in the middle, right? So think about focusing on like the general things. Even though it's like general, you still might want to focus on things. So you need to lead your viewers' eyes towards the okay, that one. So you might want to remove like some inconsistencies here. Like maybe idea is to give like a bit of like a vignette because vignette will help focus things. Or maybe play around with some blurs because we want our viewers' eyes to be as far away as possible from these corners, right? So this is beautiful. I mean, like the use of colors, the blends, but I don't think you're blending these things enough, right? Like, look at, I mean, this can be better. Like all of this, like blends around here. I know this is not important. I know this is probably just, back colors for, but if you want to do things properly, then you need to start presenting it properly as well. Important or not, this is something that you want to present to someone else. Well, to be judged, so to say. You want other people to be able to comment. So don't give them like a room to doubt you. So just let it flow, make it as not as beautiful as possible because I don't know because I don't think that's even possible, but you can make things like a little bit more proper when it comes to like the visualization. So if it's like proper enough for you, take it by a couple of notch, and that would be probably good for like everyone else because obviously you're artistic, you know what you're doing. So just bump it up a little bit, make because not everyone will be able to understand what you're meaning, what your mean is when you're drawing things, right? So because all of this is a language, yeah, it's a language, and you might want to be able to tell correctly, like a writing. This is like the oldest form of writing. So all the messages that you want to be but you want to put out there, you need to make sure that people will understand that. So make it as easy as possible for the viewer. All right, so start with that. Okay, and that's just like just the surface of it. All right, so after all the framings and then also what you call it, like the blendings and everything, then you can start a little bit more detail on your focus, which is the island entirely, right? Right now it's really good because we kind of see it like from the top down view, isometric. That's everything is nice, but this is something that you probably look really quick. So if you want to preserve like all the details and everything, you might want to do that as well. So start doing it. So be careful because later, like below this picture, you have like all the zoom area where people can focus on which part of the islands that they need to go. That is when you need to be really, really careful because with this kind of details, when you zoom in, people expect something that's a little bit more detailed. Just like those books, like those books. Where is Waldo? Everything is so flat and nice when you try to find Waldo. It's just like, oh, where is he? Oh, he's there. It's really hard. But if you notice those kind of like pictures, like drawings, they're really, really flat, but also really, really detailed. So it's more fun for the audience to be able to check them, bit by bit, noticing things that should be there or not. All right. But if you want to be able to just present it like this, one image, this is fine. This is more than just fine. This is great. Your use of colors and everything is there. Maybe a little bit, just think a little bit about like the light source and stuff like that. But those are like nitpicky things. You can always do that. But now let's go to the down here, for example. Let me remove the marks. Now you get, it's getting like more interesting because you're zooming in on things. All right. So why not just finish everything like from the beginning and like all of them rather than wait? Just finish it like with all the details that you need. Then it can be like much more better. Because I know this is like all one and you want to revisit this, so this is your opportunity. All right. Like this one, for example, like you got like a lot of details here, but the consistency for the lighting, for example, like look at this fish. Let's say lights come from this area, right? Like this one, like shadow's good, but how about this one then? Because your light source is not that small, it's bigger, probably the sun and everything. So maybe this will like affect this one as much. Also these, like also the stones, like almost everything. So think about that. That's just like touching the lighting source. Then also with that will affect like all of these small details that you're gonna give in here, on the wall. Maybe because if it's 3D, it's like that. Maybe think about that. And also the surface, because right now you have a lot of like good implementation in shadows, but you need to be able to also pop up those highlights. So the surface of the texture surface of your drawings is a little bit more, well, there. And same with all of the rest of all of your zoom or like the entire drawing. Make sure you get all those small details correct, especially if you want to do it like this. All right, so that's my review on this one. It's a beautiful piece, but do you have any questions regarding this one? Let me know. So just type something and hopefully I can help you, but let me just enjoy this one more time. I want to also add this, like when it comes to like doing your details here, like you need to ask. Hopefully it makes sense. Like you need to ask yourself, especially when you're concepting something, right? You want to create like a visualization. You need to think about like the possibility of thinking about how things becomes like that, right? Like the stones. Before you start drawing stone, don't think about like, oh, this is going to be beautiful. If I put like something over here, this is good. Don't think like that. Think about like, why would it be that thing over there? Okay, just a quick example. The fish, right? You got the fish head over here, but like the other bones are here, right? Like, why? Who did that? They're looking, what happened? Because your visual needs to be able to tell stories, and we want stories, right? We're visual people. When we look at something, we want to be able to interpret something. Oh, probably it's because of this and that, and all those small details can help. So don't forget to do that. think about it. Just think carefully. That's why you have sketches, right? I'm not saying that this is wrong or right. It's not that. But later, to improve your scene or your drawings, make sure you lead your uh, viewers to like some story or like some visual story that they can enjoy. Like, because every people enjoy your result in a different way. Me, probably this is me. I love asking questions about like what's that, right? Like when it's zoomed out, I mean, like I want to know like what this is, like or this, like what kind of plant is that? Why it's there? Why it's only what you call it like grow there? Why there is no plants here? So those kind of things. Make sure it's all related and can tell like some stories. But that's about it, I guess. But great job on this one. I think it's really wise if you come back to this. Now let's go. I'm gonna go back to your previous one. And we have the character concept chorus. Personal project. Oh, nice. Ooh. Concept for an ongoing project is a gothic fantasy with themes of body autonomy, fate, and the sublime. Started out with exploratory sketches for the characters, focusing on capturing their personalities in their expression and costuming. Oh, brilliant artwork! This one, like I love the face. I love how you draw the face. Okay. Then you have the big brows, purple and gold. Like you keep your notes here, and that's amazing. And then what else? Kaira. Okay, so this girl is Kaira. Initial concept 2. The only thing that I can say on this one is like we're already on the right track, but when it comes to things and presentation, even though you have like a lot of like drawings, you want consistencies, right? So give your viewer consistency, because right now, if you look at the faces, we have like a different bit, like styles also on the faces. Like this one, this one, this one, this one is different, especially with the one that you highlighted. So make sure when it comes to like represent it later, choose the one that you already thought like this is going to be it. So go with that. Exactly. But that's not wrong, because that's your strength. You know, you need to keep that, but at least for yourself, if it makes sense at all. But for the viewers, I think it's best if you go well, like much more carefully, right? So they will enjoy it more. Because imagine if like some artists come to, you know, trying to get hired, just like sending their artworks, and they have like too many interpretation of their artworks, it will it just destroys the recruiter's mind. Is like, wow, what's this? Now, focus is always the best, but always keep your previous results like for your own bank. Just do that, right? Or maybe you can give it like in a separate page, let's say. So like page one, oh, my very old interpretation of things, like I'm trying my best to find this style, and then bam, like on the next page you present the final one, like, but I finally choose this one as my final. So that kind of a journey, really interesting. But when it comes to like the properness, if that's the word, bro, you're on the right track right now. Like purple, gold, big brown, these kind of notes, this is fun. But maybe also like make it like much more clear, especially if it's a presentation. You don't want your presentation to look like a sketch. Maybe sketch E, but not like sketch. Don't do that in purpose. Like you still need to be always present as best as you can, as clear as much as possible, so people can read. Because again, like standardized, not all people will interpret the same. All right. So let's go to the next one. Ooh, Casio. You got your silhouette. Beautiful, beautiful. Start with a silhouette and then like, oh, too clean, boring silhouette. You know, like those, like your self-taught. I love how you put it there, but again, make it a little bit clear. Those head variations, like headshots, like okay, that's one. That's good. That's really good. I see the consistency. You've been using like the same heads and like making variation out of that. That's what I'm talking about. Because now I can see like, okay, you meant to do that one, but also it needs to be reflected on your final result, right? So because right now I have like the headshot, but I don't have the close up of the face after you finish with your trial, so to say. So make sure if you already show your reviewers or like viewers, oh man, Sven, thanks for following. All right. If you want to see your present this to your viewers, then you need to make sure that you show them your journey. So this is my journey with the head, pop, 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 and then like bam, the exact same thing. Because right now I'm not confused. It's just more like kind of distracted, right? Because silhouette, head, okay, and not like some wizard. But that's me. All right. I might be wrong, but I think generally people will think the same. You're too kind, my man. But yeah, I think that's in my opinion. Because like all the sketches here, you're good. But I want to see like this wizard character, your style implementation, like some other pages. I want to be focused as a viewer. Like, don't distract me, please. So yeah, like just tip. But hopefully when you work on your like next portfolio and everything, or presentation or re-presentation, you will think about that. Because you got a lot of like great banks here. You done a great job. Do we have more? No. Oh. Okay, cool. Hopefully that helps, because it's a waste if you don't redo that properly. Not gonna lie. All right. So let's go. We have like a couple more to go, but I love this one. Legal Beagles. That's a nice name. A freelance work. Some of the concept and illustration I created while working as a freelance artist at Maple Powered Games for their ongoing project. No. Burned out is a state of mind. All right. Just find, because as an artist, we need to be able to understand as well that not every day our mood is good. And that's the truth. I mean, every artist that tell you otherwise, probably they're kind of, in defensive mode or whatever. But now everyone needs to make sure that their mood is right to do something. But also you need like a bottom line to that. So you need to know like what's your limit, because you cannot do when you're under that limit. You cannot do anything. Your work will be crappy. That's what, and that's the truth. I saw a lot that like in professionals and students, they're just like that, like below the threshold. Know your limit. So when you almost reach that, let it recharge. But if you're on a deadline, at least you need to be able to maintain here, and your mindset needs to be like, okay, the limit, because if you let your head roaming around too much and you drop under this limit, you won't be productive at all. So that's how I usually handle my burnt out, because that's the thing. I know too well when it comes to that. So just go crazy when it comes to that. Okay. That's why we practice. Like we draw every day or we do things every day, so we get used to that. So when in this case, just go with your things, okay, and then get better and better every time, because trust me, you will get better after like practicing every day. It's just going to be just like breathing, easy. So with this kind of result, I believe you can, because these results that you show me, this is something, you know, potentials are there. Like this one, okay. Uh, its associated content is property of Maple Powered Games. So hey, Maple Powered Games, if you're there, I'm gonna talk about this thing because these artists have done a great job. Okay. Also, probably this is like a card thingy, visual novel kind of stuff. I don't know, but this is the final presentation in the game or the product. I'm just going to jump to this. This is really nice. I don't have any comments on this one. This is correct. So remember the face? Huh? If you do it in this way, this presentation is like very clean. L face like this, golden. I don't know. This is just, I like this presentation. You know, clear, clean, easy to understand. And look at the facial expressions, you know, even like a little bit of like, what you call it, differences here. Like, wow. See, I like it. I like it. This one is a little bit, I don't know. like, like what's the difference between these two? Like, what the difference is? Like, I'm dumb. But yeah, this one, like the face feature, this one with the eyes, like this is very obvious, and yeah, this is good. Like I love this kind of presentation. Keep it up on this one. Think about like reusing this kind of style again and again and again later in the future, because this is really informative. Don't make it too hard for the viewer though, because right now like I cannot spot the difference. So yeah, just make sure like all the pictures are different. And then we got the, what's this? Like the thumbnails of the this is also proper. Huh. Nothing to add here. Framing and everything works. So great job. Oh, see? When things are clean. Not sure about this one though. I'm like, is that a rabbit or like? Don't blame me. I'm just watching at your drawing. But you did a great job. Like seriously, like this one is skateboards, for example. Like I saw the final result, and that's good. But about the final result, let's talk about it a little bit. Right. So jump here. Like this one, like the framing is nice, you know, like the action is good. Like here also, like very, very comic-y and telling a stories or whatnot. But some of the elements, it can be better. Like this is like that game Ace Attorney. Like I love that game. Like these, you know, like the framing on this one. Because your sketch is really good, but maybe the, what you call it, the framing on this one can be a little bit more better. See, I'm right. Right, like the framing, make it like because right now it's a cacophony, like over there, like on the sides, just like, oh. Again, focus, like press some focus. Maybe not on this project, but you will have like more and more project in the future. Amen to that. This one is good. Like the vignette is clear, and this one, so no complaints on this one. This one probably can be a little bit more better if you utilize the trees at the border, you know. So I think this can be really good. Sorry about that scribble. Like I'm literally using my mouse for it because for some reason my tablet's not working. I hate it. So yeah. Maybe put something over here because this is really good because the contrast between this white color with the sand. So I don't think these are needed. But this one, imagine, because when you follow like the framing rules, right, and then later like this, So you might want the dog to be like kind of over here instead. I think it will make like a little bit more interesting composition. So think about like that as well. So like the grid, like I love the grid when I'm doing my composition. So try to utilize that. You need to be careful about margin split on the card, but definitely could exactly. But I mean, like I said, you're not wrong. It's just like that's why we have like this session, like, and that's also in my opinion. But you did great job on this one. So, all right, Charlie. Woo! This is not gonna lie. This is awesome. You know, having this, and again, I cannot thank you guys enough for letting me do this to your artwork. And hopefully, after whatever I've been telling you, maybe you can like pick up something that maybe improve your stuff in the future. Because I believe in that. Like I always mention as well to my students, I'm not like the best example out there, but at least I've been doing some things, you know. So I might pick up some knowledge somewhere. So I tried my best. All right, so this one. Oh my god, I love this one. Like just the thumbnail. Like so, will I be surprised with the real thing? We'll see. A collection of concept and mood painting from my story, Fetch Quest. So this is yours. This is a fantasy story inspired by the film and games of my childhood. I wanted something colorful and fun to work on with an emphasis on travel and wonder. Oh my god, I love the idea. Yeah. For example, doorknobs cannot exist because dogs do not have human wrists. You've been technical. Good. Good. Instead, they use loop-style knockers until puzzling together how to make like such different size characteristics. Okay. Yo, Pratik. Evening, man. Thanks for joining. And Sven, hopefully. Oh. All right, let's see this. Okay. No comments. Framings are good. This is what I call a good framing. I like this. You know that thing, the water jumpy. Like this is a story. If I want to be a little bit finicky about this, right? I'm gonna move this guy away. This. Oh, can I go pink? Okay, pink. There we go. This, I'm gonna move it over here. Yeah. There we go. So it will give a little bit room to breathe because these are your main characters or like characters that you want to focus on. So try to get them away from like distractions and also give your viewers to enjoy both main subjects and the backgrounds and the surroundings so they can enjoy everything because this is beautiful. But for me at least, like I'm kind of distracted between should I look at the wizard dog or should I look at the Nyan thing on the back. Like this is perfect because it's in the foreground. This one, I love it. This is really built everything. But in the background, this one is overlapping. So that's the only thing that I can talk about this. This maybe nitpicky, okay, so you can listen or not. But this one, like when it comes to like roots, right? Roots of the what you call it? Not roots. What you call that? Like tree texture thing. You might want to be a little bit like careful also when doing this, right? So make sure it happens. Oh, suspicious connection block. Bye bye, Mr. Hacker. So yeah, it's something like that you might want to be careful about. Like maybe make this thing more careful because your selection of colors is really nice there, but like these kind of like details also can help. Again, back to the first thing that we talk about, right? Like this is like a proper presentation. Make sure that every single thing in the drawings are enjoyable. So do that. Because this one, for example, the dots, right? This is really good texturing technique. But you miss it in here. I want that as well. Consistencies. Like where? So please do that. All right. So that's it for that one. I will remove this. And now it's House of How. So especially that, if you're going to be using that for your money shot, then make sure, it's there, show me the money. Okay, marketplace content for House of How. Yes, please send me those. Oh, like House of How is like working in like a lot of like Minecraft thing, right? And they also work on the Minecraft dungeon things. I forgot the name. I'm sorry, House of How. Sorry, Oscar. But yeah, they did a lot of like good stuff for Minecraft. So you might want to check out that studios as well. Like your abilities is like in doing drawings literally bleeds here. So yep. Look at this. Like, oh, you can be very moderate. I love it. Like just translating the what you call it, the what the pixel art, like the details into like pixel art. What's what, like spot on. Ooh, I'm not gonna comment about this. This is proper. And maybe if I want to talk about like your presentation, right? Just be a little bit careful with your like backgrounds. Like right now, this is quite messed up, I think. So if you want, just push everything up to the border. That's just because this one, the main thing, the isometric, it's already have like like a white border to separate from everything else. So you should be fine if you push this one a little bit, fuller, rather than having some unused space. This one also, it will be much more better if you can just clean up a little bit. Just go to Photoshop and just clean the background. Even though it's supposed to be like a screenshot from the game or something like that. Still, this is a presentation. You might want to show the details that you're making, right? Like this one. Like I want to see like the whole dog in a clean background, like the sword as well. Maybe you can move the what you call it, the picture here to here, so to say, just outside of all of this. So make sure it's a standalone and it's clean, and you want that. So this is nice. So I won't complain because this is very UI, very Minecraft. So this is great. All right. So I'm gonna go back. Whew. There we go. There goes Charlie. But Charlie said they're under the painting. I mean, like which painting? This one? Oh, we got under. My bad. Amazing. Okay, this is your thumbnail sketch. You use color in your thumbnails. Awesome. I don't dare do it. I'm not dare doing that. Perfect. Perfect. No complaints at all. This is good. This one. framing could be a little bit better because focus now is on the foreground. This guy has the all the focus. So use the blur, the depth, or like a shift in colors to your advantage later. Make sure you have the foreground, you have the background, you have the midground. Utilize that a little bit more better because that will be your money shot of there. Sketch compilation. Yay, I love it. But maybe next time remove all of this like different colors and stuff. Like just let them like blend in like one space, like same color. Because well, it's outlines, you know, like doesn't matter. Maybe this is like a just a tip. Maybe if you want to add that a texture on the paper, you know, like to make it a little bit more, you know, homey feeling. Because well, you'll never know. Same with this one. So instead of like probably if you want a lighter background on this one, instead of like doing like all this like white square out of nowhere, maybe you can just like highlight the objects, you know, or just like that part only, or maybe utilize what you call it, a circle instead, you know, like in the background. I think that will be like much more interesting and like more focus, like attention drawing. This one have like the problem with this one is probably kind of similar with this one. So it's about like the mid-ground, foreground, background thingy, you know. So you might want to utilize that because right now the background is very bright, but also they still like kinda in the same plane and focus with everything else. So this one, for example, I mean, you're missing a lot of things. Right now, I cannot enjoy this one at all because it's too far. It's just like, but still, even though it's too far, it doesn't give me the what you call it. Like I cannot enjoy that fully. Should I like in my head? I'm thinking like, should I ignore that or should I focus on that? So you need to make sure that your viewers don't think about that. So they just need to know where, when, and where they need to focus their vision. But the framing is wonderful on this one. You did a great job. All right. So that's Charlie. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry if I'm still lacking a lot of things, of course. But if you have like more questions, you can always like reach me, like ask for my opinion and stuff. Like feel free to send me your artworks and stuff if you need like some just like some quick inputs. So yeah, and no, that's hopefully that's not like a critique at all. So because it's I don't mean it to be sounded like a critique, but hopefully what I've been telling you can push you become like even more awesome than this one because you're a great one. Not gonna lie, man. Like, ugh. It's a luxury. That's not everyone can do all this. So keep doing what you're doing. All right. So I'm gonna go to the next one. So the next one we have Neris, and hopefully Neris is healed. Still, you know, not get bored by like, oh, why I'll be watching this guy talk. All right, and good luck to your job hunting. I know you can nail that one. So, and when you're ready later with your pieces for your real resume or portfolio, let me know. All right, I'll be more than happy to help out if you need me, if you want me. So, there's that. Okay, so Neris is here, but give me a bit. I'm just gonna run to the kitchen and just click the water. You know, I need some coffee. Be right back. We go. Ah. Ta-da! So Okay. Recruiters is charliec.artstation.com. Charlie Chris. Looking for work. Look at this one. Look at good drawing, huh? So, what are you waiting for? All right. So, Netis sent me this, right? And also, Netis have like a website, like a really, really nice looking website. And I think for like this sake, I'm going to go with your website, like the artwork from your website. All right. So even though like you have the portfolio, this one probably will be it's going to be a little bit better if I talk about like your artwork in general, so you can make changes or adjustment, all right, to your portfolio piece. Okay, so I'm gonna close this one for now, and I will just start with your website. Hopefully your website got everything. Like I'm just gonna scroll really fast, right? And we have character designs, we have 3D characters, we have environment, you have your personal work, right? I'm not going to quickly about, but let's go with the first one. Okay, with the overall website, it's nice. You choose like your environment to be the background, to be the header. So amazing. Maybe you will change it to something else, you know. Keep this thing updated. You know, you have a website, make sure it's maintained. Because I'm lazy myself. Like I got a website that I never actually care. But don't be me. I mean, like, you need to be better. So make sure you make like, I don't know, some regular changes, you know, spice up the web a little bit. Make sure, because this is what you're going to be showing people, right? And you're already on the right track here. You're not using ArtStation. You use your own site, you know. So it's like, okay, let's go. Like I want to show myself, and this is like the right step as well. I also talk to my students to start doing things like this. Hopefully they're still here, but I don't know if they listen to me or not. But I've been telling them, like, build your own website, you know. Make sure, show those like recruiters, like companies, that you're a professional. Appreciate yourself, right? Create your own. Make sure you have your own identity to show. Because this is a tip as well. When it comes to like job hunting and stuff like that, usually companies they don't just go, like the good ones, you know, the good companies. They're not just go for your artwork or your skills solely on that. No. Because if they're gonna hire you, they're gonna hire your personality as well, right? So make sure, you know, if you're a professional, show that you're a professional, a fun one. Hopefully, don't be a grumpy one. But yeah, just go with that. Okay, now let's go with this one, right? We have Evelyn Reed. Can I zoom? Oh yeah, amazing. We can zoom it in this one. So obviously we don't have like any, what you call it, like descriptions and blah blah blah. But when it comes to your presentation, like I don't think I will say anything, because this is not like the option shots. Right now you're just showing me what you already know or choose, right? So in my opinion, like these should be out, you know. You already choose this one, so all this like other thingy, it will just distract the whole thing. Focus. Final thing, good ones, put it there. Like don't even bother to put like some differences. You put that somewhere else. So if you have like some other presentation, like, oh, this is my process, put it there. But when it comes to like final presentation, just let it let the focus be it. You know, like go with that one. That's the only thing I can say. Okay. Let's just get out from this one. But again, like how you draw the faces interesting. I don't know how the thought process behind this, or this is just your style, or you basing this from, I don't know, like taking references from here and there. But that face is interesting. Like, like I know what this girl is all about. Like, oh, that's great. That's great. You should do that, especially from this one. I really, really want to see your process on this one. Like this disc thingy, compass, water bottle. I don't know what that is. I'm very sorry. But and then you feature it like over here, right? Like it has like some string, like a sling bag. But I didn't see it here. So Neris, you got a thing to fix. I want to see it more clearly. Okay, so it's a portable camera in the Victorian era. I don't care. I want to see the strings. But yeah, please do that. Like, be more clearer on the things, right? So, because maybe it's there, but it's just because the contrast is not like enough. It's not showing. So, do that. Okay. I just love like the Victorian era. Like on the top, it's like business on top, and like hobo down there. So I love the design. I love the design. Like I might steal this kind of thought process as well. Like, ooh, this is interesting. So yeah. All right. So let's go to the next one. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. Why it's not working? There we go. Missouri is a young witch who's trying to learn a new potion recipe. Due to lack of ingredients, she goes out to the forest to collect them. Zuri be mad. So, yeah. Again, when it comes to this is like a final money shot, right? So, you might want to, again, thought process and, those exploration shots, just throw it away. Because you already got this. I mean, and obviously you draw that. So just like play with the angles and everything. That's good. But don't confuse your viewers with this because, well, now they're like doubting themselves about like, this is the final Zuri, but the one with Red Riding Hood is better. You don't want that, right? You don't want your viewer to be like, oh, I wish the artist goes with the Red Riding Hood. This is sucks, like, you don't want that. So don't give them any space to doubt your result. But the lighting, like the choose your choice of like using that blurry gray back, you know what you're doing. You've been either you know what you're doing or you've been like looking at the like a good reference. So that's awesome. In any case, you did a great job. So I will not worry about this one. This was for a school project where we did a short Unity game. My God. Okay. Okay. I like. Hey. Let me just enjoy this for now. Because you did great. I love how you render the metal, like the light, the blaze, the highlight, the differences, the color shift. Can only get better. Of course, on this one, on the turnaround, you don't have like anything, but this is supposed to be like flat, and it's good. But yeah, all right. Let's go to the next one. Ooh, no comment. This is nice using the same reference side by side, change on of like outfits and everything, still using the clean background, so you can, I don't know, be a little bit better on things like showing things. Perfect. Keep doing this on your like future portfolios as well. But let me add something on this one. You might want to give a little bit of like breathing space, because right now the focus is good and all, but uh, nah, uh, nah, no breathing room. Like I want to breathe. Like, give a better framing. All right, give space. Give space. Do that, and you'll be Gucci. So yeah, hopefully it helps that one. Okay, that is what else. Ooh. Okay, loading. Come on. All right. This is good. This is okay. While you showing like the final picture, you also show the, what you call it, the references, like where you got like those parts from. You know what's your thought process. That's good, because this is not like hindering the final result. This is just like a complementary, and so as a viewer, I can relate to things and see that, okay, so that's how the legs look like that. So that's how you have like that kind of like bell looking thingy, and that hair is interesting. It's like, instead of like just letting it hang, it's just like, oh, this is too long, I'm gonna like do some noodle stuff. That's great. Okay, but later on, when it comes to this kind of like characters, if it has like a backstory or whatnot, make sure you want to include them. Now, especially if the backstory is really close with what you're presenting, you know, to give like the viewers a little bit of like, just, spice. Again, a comment on this one. Maybe the shadow is a little bit too much, because even without shadow, this is perfect. So might want to remove it, but that's just me. All right, that's nitpicky. But I think it's people will appreciate like much more cleaner result for them to enjoy, and that's just my 2 cents. Ooh, your characters. A lot of these are like mostly the same. Like this one, especially like with white background. Again, problem is just like a little bit of breathing room renders between, the black and white renders and the colored renders. That's good. This one is also good. Okay, so you need to be able to make your this on your portfolio list, or like pages, right? So when you're about to present your thought process, start from everything and present everything as well. So start from the sketches, line arts, and how you color it using all this like color reference. So make sure you include all of that, because right now, like, now I really want to see like the turnaround for this one, for example. So don't just give teasers to people, right? Give them like the complete package so they can enjoy your whole thought process. And again, this is just a tip. It's not necessarily you have to show everything on your website. Just show like what, 3 characters or 4 characters, but the character that you love the most, the most good, or like well finished and everything. Use that one for your magnum opus, so to say. The other one, you don't throw those around. You put it on like, free websites like, art stations or different art. I mean, as a documentation. But for the main one, you focus on that one. That's what you want to put in your website or your main portfolio. So because I don't want to be like looking, let's say, I'm a recruiter. I don't want to be like keep scrolling, keep looking like, oh, the same thing, same thing, same. I don't want that. I want to be wowed with just like a couple that's can like blow my mind. So maybe just a thinking. definitely most of my portfolio is just characters, but no story, and half of them is just like old stuff. Well, maybe you can create stories for your old stuff and recreate them because you definitely got the skin. So why not? Because right now I keep like scrolling, and it's like, okay. Because like I already happy just by looking this one, this one, this one, for example. So I just need more explanation about those three that I just highlighted, you know. So yeah, think about that. And we have the 3D character. Okay. Ooh, you're good at like making this. This is like a good model. Not so much on the character. Hey, don't hate me, okay? So I'm just saying it is what it is, but it can only get better. It can only get better. Okay, like I'm not bashing, okay? So please don't be mad. It looks like a broccoli. So yeah. No. Again, like each of it, like this is like what what you told me. This is your like first character model, and for a first character model, this is amazing. But look at this, like your detail to the hard surface thing. I think like I got a feeling that you're built for like some hard surface thing. But hey, you never know, you know. Like in the end, you have to choose about like what are you going to do, because shit, I don't know if Sven is here, but I don't. I think he'll be crying looking at this model. Sorry, Sven. You're a different kind of artist if you watch this. But you know, and later on, right? I know you're agile at things, but again, just like the 2D, like the character arts that you've been doing, make sure that you're only showcasing the ones that you proud the most. Like this one, for example. Like if it's me, I'm going to be showcasing the boots, and that's like from different angles and everything. Look at my boots, like maybe that. So always put your strongest forte in your portfolio, so people can see that. All right, and it also will push you towards like, no, I will need to like be more and more. And Sven, don't cry, man. Like, don't make me review your artwork. All right. So right now about the environment. Like the environment right now. Oh, this is for that game. Okay. It's beautiful. Like this one, like or Spencer. I don't like this. Like this angle is like wonky at best. Because this angle is good, and then suddenly you got like another perspective. So might want to think before you place things, like especially when you create like a game, because in this case you already have like the top down in mind, right? Like so it's going to be top down. This is not like, you know, like isometric or whatever, top down. So be mindful of those when you're placing things. So the angle needs to be correct and consistent. But this is like a good example of things like, oh my god, like this. I like it. And then this one. Oh my god, you're blessed with this. Keep practicing, can only get better. The light. Like this one is not, you know, like not as much, yeah. And because this is like the same asset, might worth doing like another one. I mean, come on, for artists like you, that's not as hard, right? So maybe like from different angle, because right now it's just like symmetrical, like the placements of these objects. Meanwhile, this one is not complemented by the same things in the same location, right? So nitpicky things. Amazing. So, oh, what's this? This is like a Pokemon references or something. Okay. No, you're talking about environment, right? Environment. Prefer from sticking to that only. So, like dragon cutes and everything, like they're not environment. Focus on that because right now I'm out of focus. You know, I want to be able to look at your environment because you said so in the beginning. Make sure of that. Okay. Or just separate them, like put them on the sides and something like that. And because you're showing objects, right? On this one. You're showing like a couple of like objects. It might be good if you separate them as well. Like this chest, like the pile of gold, like make them separate, like in different slots, so we can enjoy it. Unless they're like, well, if I think this you drew this in like in one go, so I cannot blame you on that one. But yeah, this is beautiful. The choice of colors, the palette, this is perfect. This one, I think I want to think more about this one. The framing is not there. The focus is, well, it's not there. Which one is the focus? Is it the dude or the boat or the background? But I guess like probably there's like some old work or whatnot. Because if it's like an environment concept, you need to make sure like we can see like the whole environment rather than just like bam, like a Titanic in front of your face. If you get what I mean, you know, make sure if you're like an environment artist, right? If you want to be like doing some concept on like environments, presenting that, you need to be able to give the illusion of immersion to your viewer. So you want to immerse them when they see your result. You need to make them feel that that concept is kind of real. I want to be there, or I'm there, or something like that. So don't never give like shots like this when it comes to environment concept. Don't limit their views, right? Because this is very limiting. Expand. That's why most of your when you look at environment shots. Oh yeah, I mean like you prefer character design over, but this is good to know, right? I mean like this is for your information because maybe in some schools you might be expected to do some environments as well. And as an artist, at the very beginning, it might be good if you know like more about a lot of things. Yeah, so you can be agile, you can move. Because right now, like nowadays, you have like these positions, right? You have like concept artists, you have this technical artist, you have this, that. But back then, you have like game artists or like a game developer, even though you're an artist. So not so much titles. So you kind of expected to be able to do a lot of stuff as well. So what I'm saying is just try to be agile and understand at least the basic of like everything. You might not like it, you know, but it's a thing. This is money. This is good. Like this one, see? Because it's not, like not expanded. Like it's very, very tight, and you don't as an artist, you don't even have like your own breathing room, right? I mean, I think you feel it when you draw it, when you drew this piece. When you start like putting together like the matte painting and everything, you try to drag snow from this, snow from that, stone from that, and you mash it up in the middle. You feel like you're just like, oh shit. Well, yeah, but this is a decent matte painting job. Love it. Can only get better. So I Why not? And what's this I'm looking? Okay. But this one, good shot and everything, still to what you call it? The blend between like the matte and the painting is not there yet. Might want to exclude this one from your portfolio. Because well, it's a picture. You know, like this is not your way of like doing your own symmetries and stuff like that. So I think this is more of like a documentation. Maybe it works, but for portfolio piece, then oh, it's a study. Okay, so not that. Like study, you might want to remove that from your portfolio. Yeah. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You know, you might include this in your like I said, like your drive or like art station or whatnot. But when it comes to your portfolio, just stick to the things that actually presentable and like have like a stronger power to wow the audience. Okay, one more tab, personal work. Oh, I like that. I like that. Whoa, avatar. Huruf Makto. I like this one. I like this one. This again. This is really, really good. Now I can see it. Like you utilize the folds and everything. It's good. It's good. This one. Yeah, I like this one. And this is like Sven doing shit like in Bolden. My God, this is awesome. Like now this your personal art's really nice for a journal type of like presentation. You might not want to include them in the portfolio because portfolio they need to be like a little bit more professional side on things. So you want to mimic the end result of something, either it's a game, it's a movie or something. But this one, I think you need to create like some special space on your website, like a blog or something, like a drawing journal. That okay? So please do that. Oh, this one is good. Oh, look at these guys here. Perfect. I love this. Like these, especially like the people, the human, like this thing. Like this is fan art, right? But this feel like very original, telling the stories and stuff like that. Yeah, I think you need to collect like a journal for your drawing, like all of this, an art book. Yes. Yeah, but that's that. I think this is strong, like really strong. Thank you so much, Nurse. Like again, like by you sharing all of this, it's just wonderful. Right? So I really appreciate it. And I think when it comes to like applying to stuff, just be mindful what I've been saying like before. Like make sure you only show your strength like in the result. Ask around before you even put on your website on your presentation, right? Make sure like a lot of like other people say something about that as well. So show it to your friends, to your family, to your I don't know others. You know, like what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Just get some inputs, and after you get like a good go from everyone, start presenting them using those elements that I've said before. Focus, focus, focus. Okay, don't split the attentions. Don't mix the attentions. Sorry, split the attention. Don't mix the attentions. All right. Make sure you show every single thing from your work. If it's a character, Yeah, he's the fake fan. But yeah, I hope that helps. And I encourage you to keep pushing forward. Again, just like with the others, if you need more inputs, please let me know. All right? Anytime, I'll be happy to help out. If I have time, of course. But for now, this is the thing that I can tell you. If you have more, if you want to come back after you do something, also let me know. Maybe we can talk about it again in this session. All right. Thank you, Neris, and thank you for like being here. All right. So last one. I really need to fill my cup. Be right back. The last one is wow. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Last but not least, we got. Oh, look at this. Issa, Barakat, William, Big Will. William is a game art student in Karlstad. Maybe, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully he's here. And I'm sorry for the wait, but that's why I limit my like on like reviews into like 3 person. Yeah, look at this, future games. Eat your heart out. I see both of the Svens are crying. So all right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. So dude follows the future game suggestions. Like limit your portfolio, only put like the good ones and everything. So the art station's clean, right? So this is what I'm talking about. So all of you other future gamers, game artists, start to think about that. Don't put no junk in your portfolios, man. Ah, like this one, wood and metal door. But again, disclaimer: 3D artist with 9 years of experience. So hell yeah. Like, why are you here? Like if I'm like a teacher, I'm like, what are you doing here? You're only like 9 years, man. Like you're too good. But nah, there's no limitation when someone can learn to be better and better. So okay, so we have like five, 6 results. It's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna start with this one. Okay, this was a 2-day project. 2 days. And it's my first try at something more stylized and cartoony. Okay. Wow. Bet I'm gonna have a lot of things to talk about this. Damn it, why my tablet is not working? Because I want to be able to draw like freely and stuff. Like, ooh, I can, but now I cannot. What the hell? Oh, I hate this. Why? Why? I hate my blind tablet right now. So Damn. How if I turn on the touch then? Can I draw? We'll see. Hey, that's idiotic. But yeah, never mind. But when it comes to this, right? Like you see the shapes. The shape is nice. Like I can see the exaggeration, even though it's not that many. Like this is great. Like the shape is really, really good, especially for something that you did in 2 days. I changed the workspace. Yeah. I don't know why. This is probably the problem with the what you call it, the software that I've been using. Like this thing does detect things nicely. So yeah. But the detail, let's go to the details here. Okay. Let me tell you just one thing about this. My opinion regarding this kind of renders, right? There is too many similarities between like the material properties, right? So you don't have like any differentiations. So when it comes to renders like this, the thing that you can actually push is the ambient occlusions. That way, you can kind of trick your viewers into thinking that this thing has an outline. So because right now, like, because the color properties are really similar, it's really hard to get like a separation, and you don't want that, especially if you want to create like something stylized. So I think start to think about that, just pushing your contrast a little bit. And then when it comes to putting things around, if you have like good enough ambient occlusion on the outside, on the outer rims of like every single things, oh my god, it will be beautiful. Try that. Also, the next one is when it comes to stylizations. If you want to do like something, we have this thing that we call like scale of priority. So which one is the main subject in the object itself? So you make like a priority list after that. So right now, I think the priority for me, the priority is this, right? This one, and then like this door jammer lock thingy, right? And then we get this as a priority, and then this as a priority, and that's like first layer of priority. And then we talk about the second one, right? The second one, which one is that? Maybe I will remove this from my first layer of priorities. I will make this one into the second priority. Then we get the last one, which is the door frame itself. That should be like the least of the worry. So when it comes to like the wooden texture, for example, you don't have to go this deep. For example, it can be just like soft strains, and that will help you. Like the viewer can focus more. They can adjust, and they can prioritize when they're looking at your result. Like, okay, firstly, I need to focus on that doorknob, like door lock. But because you have the priority, it will be easier for them to select the view later. So yeah, but nonetheless, this is a good result, and you've done a great job on this one. So hands on. See, like you can still feel that it's like really flat, and just that maybe a little bit of like shading from the top because of the lighting, but nah, you can do much more better than this, because this is a beautiful piece. You might want to look at it, because right now I'm guessing right now you still have the file, you already have like much more awesome tools in your box, man. Like, so I think redoing this thing will be just like walk in the park. The poly counts good, to include the poly counts and everything. Perfect. And then you got like the detail sculpt shots as well. It's really nice. Oh, I hate you. I'm kidding. Like, my God. Look at that, Sven. You should have just like using auto unwrap and thing. That's clean as hell. Good. Good for you to share that. You already like in the right spot there. Show everything. Polycounts, detail sculpts, like UV mapping. But maybe this is just the like the last additional things that I wanted to let you know when it comes to this. Be consistent. All right. If you want to use black on everything. If you want to use gray on everything. Okay. So again, back to where the viewers can focus. But you know, like just food for thoughts. You don't have to like follow, but again, just food for thoughts. Consistency is a thing that will make your viewers much more entertained. Okay, and then when it comes to the money shot like this, if you just want to do a still, I think it's better if the don't do this to the background. You know, just give them like a nice flat background that still have like some gradients here and there, rather than making look 3D like this. Because instead of like doing this, you can just upload that to Sketchfab, for example, and just like give them the final render so they can enjoy it. So rather than like just doing some 1 or 2 money shots that they cannot do anything about it, just embed like some, you know, Sketchfab link to it, right? So your choice. If you want to go flat, go flat. You know, that's not wrong. But make sure like the background will not be distracting. But if you want to go the 3D way, just like, you know, like live render it, do that as well. So yeah, there you go. That's that for the door. Man, you're talented. All right. What else do we have here? Mic shut. Ooh. The sheriff dagger. Sculpted the dagger way back. We decided to go back to it and make it into a finished piece. Hope you like it. Oh. Okay, so this table is like owned by Quixel. Man. But look at the dagger. Look at this. Oh, the contrast mask is good. The dirt. I don't have anything to add on this one. Great job. Yeah, maybe a little bit like, you know, clarity in here. Like, what the fuck is that? You know, like, is that a logo or something? Like, yeah, I want to see it. But if you use this as like a game asset, man, you did great. Money shot. Oh, look at this. Look at all those squads. Great job on the poly. I mean, to have like this much of details for this. Nice. Again, the same, right? But you're consistent now, like dark, black, black. So you get like a gradient here from light to dark, and then you dark, dark. That's what I'm talking about, you know, like be consistent on your things. And this is amazing. Whew. Anyone like out there have a company, you should take this guy. This guy's ready. Then this one is your future game last thing, I guess what you call it. Like the professional dev or something. What you call it? Last. I forgot the name. It's okay. I'm not working today, huh? I can forget stuff. This is too dear for me. Like, I'm a sucker for everything Warhammer. So I might be a little bit biased on this one. What you've been doing here, man, this is amazing. But I don't want to see the background. That's just me being nitpicky. Remove everything. Remove everything. Like if you want to use like some of the atmospheric stuff, that's fine. That's fine. But don't let everything else like bleed. Now focus it a little bit more. Get some more references. Maybe check the what you call it, like the Dark Tide games and something like that. Just make sure you focus on things. And also this one is good because I don't get distracted with the background. This one, again, I mean, if you get what I mean, because it will be better if your viewer can focus on your stuff. Because right now it's left or right, which one should I go, you know. Again, money shot is there, the detail sculpt and everything. It is really good. Oh, this sculpt is powerful. Again, I hate you for having like a good UV. Oh my god, you got now you include all of these maps as well. Okay, you got the normals, you got the heights, blah blah blah. Perfect. I think if you standardize all of your presentations to be like this, it should be good. Cargo bay environment. Again, this is money.
Look out that.
Okay, the details on this one. Also, with the cables, like contrasts and things. Like I feel like I'm in a Star Wars kind of environment. Detail. The shots are great. Like or your workflow is nice in this one. Oh yeah, this is like Millennium Falcon kind of style. Nice. Oh, the tries are good. Like the low. This is game ready and you nailed it. You nailed it. Oh, I just love looking at this. But when it comes to presentation, again, because we already know you will have like this kind of workflow, right? You will have like, okay, this is my poly shots, and then we have my UV, blah blah blah, and all like the maps. I think you might want to like separate these like shots into like some smaller one, right? Because this is really good, like really close with the initial concept. Maybe separate the post, like the final shots results and also your workflow, because this is a lot of like information that I have to scroll. Because if you can separate the main shots, that will be much more better. So it means when the viewers coming in, they can just like focus on the final results, and then later if they want to see, you can have like another post called the progress, or like, you know, work in progress, or my pipeline. So they will have like two options. All right, because this is great, and you can expand to this one. So I think might be good if you do that. All right. What else? What else? This one is ooh,
Ancient ruin environmental concept that I found. Okay. Now this is spot on. You give like all the renders of the items that you're using in your environment and you've seen, just like what you see in those what you call it, like asset stores. Like I love that. You know, just okay. So he's been using like this element, this element, this element, and your ability to combine things in your scene, and that's what matters. So by letting your viewers looking at this assets list, you win already, because later you show this. Like, oh my god, like this is because you put this first. So I'm kind of wondering, like, oh, that's a lot of like assets, and blah 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 blah. And then you show me this. Like, wait, that's not much of an asset. So that's a money shot. Perfect. Perfect. Presentation's perfect. Go with the dark over here. Nice. I think it will be good if you use the sculpt. I mean, put the sculpt first because, well, it's kind of still have like a background, so you can be like a little bit more consistent on your placements over there. Oh my god. Okay. Cool. Cool. Good work, sir. Nice. I mean, like, dream sheets in the end. Just like, bam. I love it. Such a great way to utilize your dream sheets as well. I like, what you call it? The molds and stuff like that. It can be better. It can be better because you need to kind of push more on the, what you call it, on the darker side, when it comes to like shadows and stuff like that. Because right now it's still kind of flat, but I think my guess is you're doing like another tweak afterwards in the engine to make sure that you add like more ambient occlusion, like depths and stuff like that afterwards. So that's as good as any. But this is perfect. Great job on this one. All right, so now the last one. Oh, what the graduation project? You're doing this? Hey, I know someone's making tables and stuff. Kidding, but yeah. Okay, okay. I think your reference is powerful. So, and you choosing the correct angle to show. This is great game. I like it. I mean, if your point is to show that you have like this skill and like making some game stuff, then this is a really good presentation. What I like about this presentation is like almost everything is in the right size. So this is like 16:9, 16:9, everything. So good sizing. Nothing is like smaller and bigger. So that's confusing. Make it like all the same size. Like seriously, this is a tree you've been using? Oh hell yeah. There's one tree. You twist. Great job. Okay. Sandbags looking good, like woods. Okay, see, this is good. And then you close up with this trim sheets and everything. I love it. You go simple with your trim sheets, but you let your trim sheet do its work. Now, just fix like some consistencies. You should be fine. I'm not gonna even talk about your results. Your results is already, speak for itself. But it's just like your consistency in presentation. That's the only thing that you might want to think about or not, but I think that's that, you know. So I'm gonna be using this for like our closing pictures. But yeah, I mean, if you have like a question and stuff like that, go ahead. Like I'm still here. I'll be ending this soon, no, because well, I gotta eat. But yeah, it's so good. It's so good, and it's a pleasure, at least for me, to be given this opportunity to talk about your results, which is crazy, and I really really encourage both of my Svens here, if they still here at all, to join the next one. If you want me to give you some reviews, man, honest from heart, I'm gonna bash it. So please do so. Just let me know beforehand. I'll get ready and we have some fun, next weekend. Because why not, right? It's better than just like doing nothing. So hopefully all of this been educational, right? Okay, so educational for me, definitely, because I learn more. I learn from you, and hopefully you will also like learn from each other. Of course, this is not like a self promotion or whatnot, but I will be available as well, like if you need me. So, like I got my Discord. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to this one. So, if you want to join my Discord, wait here. Okay, you can join there. Just use your phone. It's like okay. Join my Discord. Like it's new, it's brand new. I'm still like building, but I'm going to make like some kind of like an artist community kind of thing. It's not like a fancy one, but for us to be able to hang out and just like without barrier, talking and pushing each other more and more. I want to create like an environment like that. Okay, so you're all welcome on this one. Again, thank you so much for just indulging me doing this. This is awesome. And this will not happen if you guys not here. It's hidden. Hidden from what? I don't believe you. I have to change that. My bad. So, what should I do? I just need to make it some magic. So yeah, I'm gonna fix the link and I will update you. Thank you for helping on that. All right. So, I wish and I bid you guys like a really really good evening. Get some rest. Don't get sick. Like do healthy stuff and. Hopefully we will see each other again soon. All right. Thank you for hanging out. See you. Salam. Peace.